Allied Blenders and Distillers has inaugurated their PET bottling unit in Rangapur, Telangana at an investment of 115 crores. My colleague Shilpa Ranipeda caught up with Alok Gupta, MD of the company, began by asking him about the unit and what it does for them over a period of time. Listen in to a slice of this conversation.
This is a state-of-art facility built with one of the most modern Japanese technology, including robotics. This facility is designed to produce over 600 million bottles a year, about 50 million bottles a month. I think what makes this very interesting, it's in line with our backward integration program. It drives margin extensively for us. Of the 600 million bottles that we produce, we will consume pretty much everything captive, so we don't have to look for a customer for what we're producing. PET bottle, one of the big challenges really logistics cost. If you were to take a 16-tonner truck, the actual weight of PET is only 3 tons in it, so it's not the most logistics friendly item.
Right.
But where we are standing today is our PET manufacturing plant. To our right is our bottling plant. The distance between the two is about 1 kilometer. So not only will we be able to capture the margin by going captive, but I think we'll also be able to bring down our total delivered cost extensively.
Right, and along with this, there's also another capacity expansion that you have in plan, which is the single malt unit that is also under construction right now. Quickly give us a sense of by when do you expect that to be operational? And earlier when we were talking, you also mentioned that will help you also launch a lot more new brands, etc. So just talk to us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. I think our single malt plant is going to be the first single malt distillery. Essentially, it's going to be extremely value accretive. It will help us in two areas. One, as we all know, that malt is becoming increasingly difficult to source and is becoming expensive as well, because the Indian single malt story is really capturing the imagination of the global consumers. What this single malt distillery will do is to provide us enough high quality malt that we use for our high growth brand like Iconic, which has gone to cross 5 million, and Q1 alone we did about 2.3 million cases. So we go from 100% buy to 0% buy, which means we have 100% captive malt for uninterrupted growth for our prestige whiskies. Secondly, it allows us to then participate in the global high growth Indian single malt story, and by 2029 we are looking at launching our own single malt. What we've done with our unit is to dedicate it to the Rangapur. It has a very, very interesting history of last 2,500 years. There's many things that have happened, and we're trying to capture the soul of Rangapur in this malt, which of course will get launched in 2029.
Right.
So it serves two purposes. One is to give us supply security for driving growth of our prestige whiskey, and secondly allows us to launch luxury brands in our portfolio.
Right, and in the slightly longer term or medium to longer term, then what does this do to your realizations with all this capacity that you're adding?
So let me add one more capex program, one more element that we have invested in is our distillery in Maharashtra.
Yeah.
The total capex that we've announced is about 527 crores. It covers 3 units. 2 of them are here in Rangapur, which is the PET facility and the single malt facility. In addition, we've also announced a ENA distillery in the state of Maharashtra. The total investment of 527 crores, of which 25% was invested in FY25, about 60% in FY26, and balance in FY27.
Right.
The PET manufacturing is up and running to capacity as we speak. The malt unit will go live in Q4 of this financial year. And of the 60 million liters of ENA in Maharashtra, 11 million liters is already under production, and for balance, we are under approval. So by FY27, we expect this investment of 527 crores to add about 300 bips to our margin.
Right, and so when we talk about that, you, I think most recently also spoke about your targets when it comes to gross margins and EBITDA margins also, and a lot of cost savings that you're looking at through all of these capacity expansion that you're doing with your own plants, etc. So run us through that. How much are you looking at in terms of a target when we say both gross margins and EBITDA margins by about FY28?
Sure. So FY24 pre-IPO, our gross margins are about 37%. I think our margins have consistently improved. FY25 last financial year, we are almost at about 42%. Q1 this financial year, we're about 43. That gets us into what we call as a peer parity.
Yeah.
We are just about started our capex cycle. Like I explained, we should see another 300 bips expansion in our gross margin. So we expect our gross margins to be about 45%. That gets us to the top end of the gross margin cycle.
Yeah.
Moving to EBITDA, our EBITDA margin in FY24 was 7.5. We are currently at about 12.9 as we speak. We expect 300 bps to come from our backward integration program. And once the FTA is fully up and announced, which we expect by Q4 of this financial year or maybe Q1 of next financial year, we expect another 200 bps to be added. So our EBITDA guidance is 7.5% in FY24. Over the next couple of years is to hit about 17% gross margin.
Okay, that's Allied Blenders. Let's